Please welcome to the stage Lifetime Vice President of Application Development, Data and Analytics, Angie Schulke.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here at Domopalooza to share my experience with Domo that I've been using for a decade across 3 very different companies. As a technology executive, I focus on leading strategic transformations, modernizing technology, and fostering innovation. Domo's been a strong partner in helping me do this while aligning technology with business strategy in very different organizations, including in my current role at Lifetime. As you saw in the video, Lifetime is a dynamic organization with a complex ecosystem that's constantly evolving. We're growing rapidly with things like new clubs, new digital and AI initiatives, retail expansion, and of course, pickleball. Domo is used across Lifetime brands and athletic country clubs to analyze operations, gather insights, and make data-driven decisions. But today, instead of focusing on Domo's enterprise-wide impact, I want to highlight how I use Domo as a technology executive to stay informed and lead strategically. In addition to overseeing data and analytics at Lifetime, I also lead a large application development team for all our internal and external-facing applications, so staying informed across all the areas of the business is really important. And I like to do this in many ways, including, first, I enjoy the experiences as a member myself, using our products and services every day. And I'm really fortunate that in our business, that means I get to be daily immersed in a healthy way of life. Second, I engage directly with our clubs. I often work from our clubs, whether at a designated workspace or alongside team members in daily operations, like checking people in at the concierge desk or even folding towels, because it helps me hear firsthand what the experience is like for our club members and our team members. Third, I make it a point to build relationships with other leaders across the enterprise and consistently connect with them to understand what's top of mind for them. And finally, to bring that together, I, of course, use Domo to stay informed, gather insights, and make decisions. And today, I want to show you a little bit of how I do that. But first, I'd like to highlight another key partner that plays an important role with our data strategy at Lifetime and works hand in hand with Domo to power insights across Lifetime, and that is Snowflake. So this is my second company choosing to pair Snowflake and Domo together, and it's been really fun to see how the partnership between the 2 companies has grown over time as well. Both partners have impressive platforms, and they're truly enjoyable for us to work with. In our technology team at Lifetime, we often talk about balancing being responsive with responsible, because we need to adapt quickly to the changing needs of the business while ensuring our solutions are high quality, scalable, and secure. Domo and Snowflake help us to do this, and they help facilitate collaboration and transparency across a centralized data team, a decentralized analytics team, and a really broad user base across our businesses and clubs. From a technology perspective, Snowflake plays a key role in modernizing our data architecture for things like analytics, data science, application development, and Domo.AI. But from a broader enterprise, Domo serves as the face of data, making it easily consumable and actionable for our analysts and our team members. So now I'm going to share some examples of how I use the solutions built in Snowflake and Domo to stay informed and make decisions every day. The first example of this is a Lifetime overview. So staying up to date with key information at Lifetime is important to me, and as we've seen, it's a complex ecosystem. So when I was still fairly new at the company, I borrowed an approach that I'd used at a previous company and asked one of our analysts to build me Lifetime on a page. This became a single source where I could quickly access the most important information I should know at any given time. And having an overview of company metrics like this available in Domo provides a consistent and reliable way for us to stay informed about key data about Lifetime, including things like our clubs, memberships, products, services, and member engagement. The next example I want to share is our enterprise goals. So as a technology leader, I, of course, focus on things you would expect within our department, like technology performance, roadmap priorities, and financials. However, beyond my own area, Domo also helps me stay informed on enterprise-wide goals and ensures alignment across our leadership team. So when we're prioritizing new features and technology, we evaluate their impact against these enterprise goals before we move forward. Domo helps us facilitate these discussions and ensures that technology is always aligned to business strategy. In order to continually keep focus on this and keep visibility for our teams, we also review these in several meetings, such as town halls, roadmap reviews, and a biweekly sprint planning and review meeting that we have across our nearly 40 Scrum teams that we like to call Sprintacular. We even keep enterprise and digital metrics from Domo visible on screens around the office for everyone to see every day. The last example I want to share is for technology and Lifetime Digital. So in the last several years, Lifetime has undergone a significant digital transformation. We've modernized our engineering, and we've created new digital experiences for our members. This includes features in our digital apps, such as on-demand workouts, experience life content, coaching programs, and Lacey, which is Lifetime's AI companion. This has made it even more important for us to be consistently using data to analyze and improve our experiences. So I mentioned before launching new features, we ensure they align with our goals. But once they're live, we need to answer the question, did it work? And when I first joined monthly business reviews with our executives, we did what a lot of technology teams do, and we were just reporting on features recently delivered and upcoming features. So I enhanced that by adding a new section that we call Did It Work?, which would allow us to use Domo Insights and cards to revisit the features we talked about previously and talk about whether those success metrics had been achieved. We now use this approach integrated into a lot of other meetings like stakeholder roadmap reviews, demos, and of course, Sprintacular. Because executives, stakeholders, and team members all love the Did It Work insights. They not only help us track our progress, but they also help us celebrate our successes and make sure we focus on continuous improvement. So I've shared a few examples of how I use Domo today, but in reality, for probably like many of you, this takes me nearly 30 dashboards to get all the information that I'm needed. So I'm really excited for something we're currently working on, and that's a Domo app that will bring all the views of this information together in an even more consumable way for me on my phone. So I'm sure many of you have daily routines that you do on your phone, like I do. I check messages, I check news, I do a Duolingo lesson, I do a New York Times puzzle. I, of course, consume all the great content available to me in the Lifetime Digital app, but then I also check Domo. Although today, from my phone, that looks like every morning I read through our member feedback on our digital experiences, and I might look at a few key metrics, but it's really difficult to navigate to all the information I need from my phone. So I'm really looking forward to having all the examples I shared today and more at my fingertips whenever I need through a Domo app. And my favorite part is the next evolution of curated insights that come from our analysts that will now be made even more efficient with AI-generated insights in a news feed for me and others. All right, it's been fun to share a little bit of my experience with Domo with you guys here today. And I want to thank Domo for being a great partner across multiple organizations to help me drive transformation, foster innovation, and be a better strategic leader. Thank you.